Amazing evening, Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome to um, Updated Precious. So it is Friday as usual, and as it is a tradition every Friday, Prince Francis Chilaka joins us in the studio. Good evening, Sam. Thank you so much for joining us. Sincere apologies for starting.
Even though today is boxing, I was expecting to fight boxing. You are still dragging us to come and
Boxing. It's
talk.
not that kind of boxing.
Come and talk
It's
Nigerian
boxing
politics.
gift.
But now lie. Now you people they do boxing. Nigeria they do boxing. Face me and face you.
Oh, jeez, I don't know what to say. I think there is a sound that is holding back from your end. Can you help me check if there's something, any sound that is repeating from your end? Do you have two
There's
gadgets
no
on? Please? Do you have up to two gadgets on
where?
in your system
No.
at your end? All right, okay. I just want to know because I can hear a hold back. Sorry.
After the bombing, what do you expect? It's all back now.
You're welcome to the show. You're welcome, Prince Francis Chilaka. So before we start, I know say you want to bombing, but before we go bombing, very interesting things happen for the world, and I thought to call your attention to it. So Israel have become the very first country in the world to recognize Somaliland as an independent country, and this one don't they cause a lot of opera because most of the Middle Eastern countries now don't they clamp against them, saying they go against the sovereignty of Israel. And the United States Congress may well likely also consider the same thing. What does this mean now? What is going on? There's a particular
what is going on is simple. It's like marriage. Living as one country is like marriage. You go into it blindly, not knowing what lies ahead. You can't really say whether any party to the marriage is trustworthy, is caring, is love. You forget all the things, the ephesus you see on the surface. But when you get into the deeper reality of marriage, you now begin to see, oh, this person is like this. It's not as caring as it used to be. It's not this. It's not that. And then maybe along the line, you find out that, look, I need to quit. It's not by force to be married. You want to take a walk. You say, look, I need a break. I need to move out. So sometimes you find one of the parties who's like, no, you can't go anywhere. You're my wife or you're my husband. You can't, But the thing is,
we died here. It is
yes,
better for us.
But you see that phrase for better for worse is an addition by man. It's not an addition by God. And God, like if you look at the Bible very well, the Bible says, "He who finds a wife." It means he who finds somebody that is worthy to be called a wife finds a good thing and gets favor. And you see, the way it works, you take your wife to God. God does not give you a wife. So now, breaking it down to what is happening, there are people living in countries that are fed up. They can't bear the maltreatment. They can't bear the fact that their cultures differ. They can't bear the fact that their sense of reasoning differ. So they're tired and they want to move on.
So you know that there's a lot of similarity with the Somalia situation and Nigeria because we're both all British protectorates. I mean, the same way you had the protectorates in Nigeria, same way you have, that's whatever it is in Somalia too. And the people of Somaliland, when they talk, say, look, the marginalization are the kind of things that they go through and repression where they go through for the hands of Somalia and the leaders and say they don't like them. They don't like them. So they battle this one over and over again, say they really want out of the country. And then eventually now, what did they call them? Netanyahu don't give them the go ahead. But not without resistance, because we have different people already fighting it. I mean, we'll have other countries within the Middle Belt that are already, refuting that and saying that it is against the sovereignty of Somalia. So they not go even let that one happen at all. How you go on make law, we go how you go make a recognition, we go infringe on the sovereignty of a particular people. We're not going to let that happen. African Union, interestingly, don't react to them through their chairperson of the African Union Commission, then reject the recognition of Somaliland Somaliland, rather, of Somaliland, and reaffirms the African Union's unwavering commitment to the unity and sovereignty, they call it, of Somalia. So going to African Union, they always did quick to say, oh, we're protecting our sovereignty, or we're protecting the sovereignty or that sovereignty. But when we have leaders with high-handedness, why they need a day quick to also calling those leaders to order and telling them, you know what, this thing one that they do no good, though, no good at all at all. We reject any
precious. Let me tell you this. The same silly, stupid leaders you have in African Union are like the same leaders you have in ECOWAS. Most of them are sit-tight presidents. Most of them are bourgeois. Most of them are people who do not believe they believe that by allowing the breakup, the power they control will be reduced. So it's all about power and influence and nothing else. It's not about the people. It's not about good governance. And this is where I find African Union and ECOWAS, I find them to be, they seem to behave as if they are not in this world. Each time there is a problem, with elections being rigged, with sit-tight leaders, with bad governance, they don't speak out. They never open their mouth to condemn it. So, but anytime you find that, oh, there is a coup, there is separation, they now come out. So it simply shows you how wicked we Africans are, and how the control power is. You see, whatever is happening in Somaliland, as it's called, it's also happening in Nigeria, whether we like it or not.
You think so? You
it
think
is
happening.
Precious. Look at the roads from here to the north. The roads are top-notch. You can drive for miles without seeing a pothole. Look at the roads from from Lagos to the southeast. What do you find? A lot of people who travel for this Christmas, some people spend 2 days in Edo State because the Benin bypass is not passable. So you just have a situation where the leaders have distanced themselves from the people. And when the people begin to agitate, they begin to feel threatened. So African Union should go and rest. What African Union should be asking themselves is that if these people are allowed to go, is it going to bring development? Is it going to ensure that the Somaliland is developed? Is it going to guarantee them good governance? Is it going to guarantee them good leadership? Is it going to take the people out of poverty? Is it going to ensure that the children of these people get educated? Is it going to ensure of good health system? So these are questions.
So one of the reasons I asked this question, with the statement when Netanyahu made yesterday and the subsequent strike action by the United States, do you see them looking at, the particular lobbyists will predict, say, Israel will recognize Somaliland as a sovereign state, also predicted and urged or is lobbying for Biafra in the US too. So do you see them also pushing that? Because peripheral leaders, Igbo leaders not they're ready for Biafra because they enjoy Nigeria as it is constituted presently. So do you even see them?
Point of order, please. It is not Igbo leaders. Igbos don't have leaders. You and I know that. The people you have today parading themselves as leaders, they are not Igbo leaders. These are, like one of my friends will call them, shoe shiners. These are people who would take anything thrown to them. They are not leaders. If they call themselves leaders, the Igbos will not be going through the hell they're going through as in the entity called Nigeria. The Igbos will not be doing that.
So I want to ask a question, and it's really troubling. As Somalia now they refute waiting Israel talk, say they no go agree, say they no go fit accept that kind of recognition. It need happen at all at all. The question is, I mean, there are countries that have separated from another country and they still live peacefully. Somebody even just reminded me one here now. Eritrea parted of Ethiopia, and they're living peacefully as neighbors. Why it be say Somalia no agree, and why it be say the negotiation about one referendum no even they obtainable for Nigeria at all? And that's why they say that our sovereignty is non-negotiable. Why? Why it be most nations that need agree make other break countries?
When I tell you that the 1999 Constitution is an obnoxious document that should be destroyed, you think I'm joking? You have a document that says you have no right to a referendum. You have no right. Don't forget, the amalgamation of Nigeria is almost 100 years plus. Who among those who have ruled Nigeria participated in that amalgamation? So the amalgamation was not, it didn't involve any Nigerian. There was no Nigerians at the time of that amalgamation. And because there was no Nigerian involved in that amalgamation has ceased to exist. And so the different entities that are making up Nigeria, they did not on their own free will become Nigeria. They were coerced, they were forced into the entity called Nigeria. It's just like when you have arranged marriage. Some works, some do not work. Because along the line, the scales will fall off. And so these countries that were protectorates of British Kingdom and all of that, the scales are falling off their eyes. And the people are beginning to say, look, we can't continue this way. Our culture differs, our religion differs, our tradition differs, our ways of doing things differ. So these are issues. But like I said, why people will tell you, oh, Nigeria is not negotiable. The unity of Nigeria is not negotiable. It's because when you look at the broader aspect of it, you find out that whoever becomes Mr. President, first of all, is in charge of the military, is the CNC. So you have a population. We're looking at 200 million people. We're looking at 30-something states. So the person is like, it's become too powerful and would not want to, a situation where that power he or she holds can be divided. But the thing is that even you as the president, are you reaching out to other regions? Are you putting a handshake across the Niger? Are you carrying everybody along? Are you showing empathy to everyone? Are you ensuring that there is equity in your appointments? Are you ensuring that there is development, physical presence, infrastructure in all these regions or all the states? There are some states in Nigeria that don't even have the presence of the federal government, not a structure. So how do you want them to feel?
All right, sir.
The South, the Southeast, like we're trying to look at it. The Southeast, they've been crying for, years. They've been crying for seaport. Why can't you give them one? Why must every Southeasterner that wants to move their goods come to Lagos port? What sense does it make? So what is the unity? When you talk about unity, what is the unity? Where is the fairness? You've been in this country where a president built rail lines from here to the north, but he didn't see the need to build from here to the southeast, but he built from the north to Niger Republic. And you have somebody who was a minister then coming out to tell you he wants to govern Nigeria. I mean, what kind of clueless people do we have? People who don't remember the things they have done.
All right, let me run through.
So as a matter of fact, there is nothing wrong in ensuring that there is equity. And anybody who wants to step out of marriage should not be held back.
All right, sir. Let me quickly run through the hot, conversations we have, and then we get started very quickly. National Assembly confirms that Bola Tinubu forged the new tax law. Not the Tokam. He did for People's Gazette and so many other publications. So I know Tokam. National Assembly. In fact, their headline reads: National Assembly confirms Bola Tinubu forged new tax law. Begins immediate re-gazette of original bill passed by lawmakers. That's what they put up. And then tax reforms incomplete without mining sector inclusion, says APC chieftain. I don't know why our mining industry not even they captured for inside our budgets. Why? Why not only oil? Would they even see? Tinubu's tax star Taiwo Oyedele lied. Section 61 of new law allows FIRS to seize Nigerians' money, properties without court order. And then new tax reforms begin January 1. Taiwo Oyedele say it must go like that. If you like him, you don't like him, it must continue. Let's get into other issues. US airstrikes didn't infringe on Nigeria's sovereignty. Foreign Affairs Minister Yusuf Toga said so. And then Tinubu has humiliated Nigerian military, handed country sovereignty to US. That's so Northern has talked. Hakim Baba Ahmed I talk this one. He said, Tinubu don't finish Nigeria, pata. Nothing remain inside again. It don't carry our sovereignty hand over to US. Trump supporters hail US strike in Nigeria as amazing Christmas presents. Some even celebrated mass killing and the president's resolve in attacking Islamic State targets. And then we'll go to another news where Ibi said Benue State elders, they hail the airstrike. Say, you know what, Oga Trump, thank you for this one you do. President Tinubu, thank you as you help Oga Trump to do this one. No. But I beg you, help us extend the strike, make it reach northeast too and north central, inside the bushes where those people they hide. Thank you. That's what they tell them. You see, different strokes of different folks. But then we'll move on to other issues quickly. US airstrikes missed targeted missiles, hit empty field. Ex-FRC and DJ Salihu, now they talk this one. Meanwhile, intelligence on a military, they talk, say, no. That's not only known terrorists. Now it be say the strike touch. Now we'll never still hear details. Northern Khan welcomes US strike in Nigeria, 6 more bombing of terrorists. And then Sokoto Anglican Communion PFN hail US bombing of ISWAP terrorists as Murik alleges civilian casualties. That one is Sokoto Anglican Communion. We never hear from Sokoto Catholic body where Ogaku Kade. Never hear from that one. All right then. Big Tent Coalition demands apology to Peter Obi over US airstrikes on terrorism in Sokoto State. The history of this for when Ibi say by Ononoga talk saying, Peter Obi said they no go ever forgive Peter Obi for encouraging the US strike Nigeria. Not because okay, now what Tinubu don't open him out talk saying na him sanction and him agree, say made them strike Nigeria. What do we now do? Or you're not gonna go apologize to Peter Obi sharp. I'm wasting Big Tent they talk. And then moving on, how in an exclusive by Sahara Reporters, how Bauchi State's governor's nephew allegedly used courts, lawyers to remand EFCC witness in 4.6 billion naira fraud case. Moving on again, Lagos paid Tinubu-linked Alpha Beta firm 213 billion naira in commission in last 2 years. This is according to sources. And then Nigeria Air Force confirms arrival of C-130 aircraft in Portugal after earlier detention in Burkina Faso. So they don't finally reach Portugal right now. South Africa's freedom fighters, EFF, condemn US airstrikes in Nigeria, warn of rising American militarism in Africa. Say, America will continue to militarize on. Why not they do like this? Nigeria police arrest 8 Yoruba Nation agitators in Ogun for unlawful assembly. How dare you try to get Yoruba Nation? US Republican lawmaker backs Trump's on airstrikes in Nigeria. And then we also have more stories very quickly. US War Secretary Hexoff thanks Nigeria for cooperation in Christmas Day terror operation. And then over 50 military officers, civilians detained by DIA for months over alleged plot to topple Tinubu's government. Families denied access. They say over 50 officers now they hold now for months because of that coup matter. They don't let them see their family. They don't let them see anybody. For months now, they never let them see anybody because of that coup matter. We want to hear them. Now, RULAC urges Tinubu government to clarify legal basis for US airstrikes in Sokoto State. Tinubu, tell us, what will be the legal basis for this airstrike to happen? Tell us, what will be the legal basis? That I'm waiting to talk. And the US boots on ground in Nigeria will depend on Defense Ministry's advice, says Foreign Minister Yusuf Tuga. Well, all of this matter and more, people will be looking to this evening, and it's always a pleasure to bring you guys to read them with the shell for inside Nigeria. Prince Francis Chilakasa, we could start with this tax form reform. The National Assembly don't finally talk, say, they don't find out, say, indeed, the gazetted copy of the new tax law actually forged June, will be the same one when they pass into law. Remember the last time we say Oyedele appeared for interview, the chairman of the tax force committee or tax committee, in talk say, may people allow National Assembly to make their findings first. But right now, the National Assembly, according to this report by Sahara People's Gazette, they say the National Assembly has ordered a re-gazette of accented tax reforms over unapproved alterations to align with the version harmonized and passed by lawmakers. Now, the announcement on Friday effectively confirmed the recent allegation by Abdussamad Dasuki, a lawmaker from Sokoto State, that President Bola Tinubu had altered the law as passed by the National Assembly, sending the forged version to the printing department for gazetting and the National Archives. The National Assembly, under the President of the Senate, distinguished senators, remember when he talked on that day, he raised a point of order. That's when he talked on that day. And that's how the matter happened. Now, there were other contentions in the case. The implication was that suspected offenders can now be arrested and detained for the period of their investigation. And then another contention was that the gazetted tax law mandates individuals and entities seeking to appeal any tax penalty to pay 20% of the dispute or dispute amount before their arguments can be heard. The Nigerian Bar Association and the civil society groups have demanded the suspension of the investigation, of the investigation into alleged discrepancies pending its outcome. Now, a political party, the People's Redemption Party, penultimate Monday urged the federal lawmakers to commence impeachment proceeding against President Bola Tinubu if probe confirmed that the past tax law was altered in the gazetted copy. But unfortunately, as this one take be like this, even though say they see I'm saying or people they see them as an offense, will they impeachable? We hear say the National Assembly they harshly correct the copy, correct and re-gazette the original one where they give them, and then just let the matter die. And the last time we talked about this matter, we hear say, according to still People's Gazette, that Akpabio had ordered the clerk of the National Assembly to ensure that he no release the copy where BC National Assembly pass. So lawmakers say they don't try to make attempt to get a copy of that one where BC and pass the bill. Say they say order from the Senate President, may they no release them. And that one that they won't re-gazette. What's in all of this one mean, Prince Francis Chinaka?
Nigeria, as we have it today, is a captured state. We don't have leaders, but we have rulers. We have people who believe that they can do and undo. The people who they don't even respect the Constitution. That's the funny part of it. That same document they all parade every time there's an issue. They tell you, 1999 Constitution. These people don't respect it. If for any reason a Peter Obi was sworn in as president and this thing happens, I'm telling you, Bola Tinubu would have pulled down the whole world. He would have gotten all the GOs, all the civil societies. By now, they would have started to request and ask for the impeachment of the president. Well, look at what is happening. See how your National Assembly is dilly-dallying. They are behaving as if nothing has happened because you just have the same clique of people. Nobody wants to checkmate anybody. Nobody wants an oversight function anymore. That is why when you call this National Assembly, you call them baby assembly, you call them an appendage. They get offended, they get upset. But that is what they are. That is what they are. This assembly is a disgrace to Nigerians. So as far as I'm concerned, it's like what some of the governors are doing. Because they have captured their states, they've captured the State House of Assembly, they've captured the legislators, the judiciary. Nobody will do anything. Nobody will do anything. So talking about Mr. President, talking about impeachment, you're just talking about it, nothing will happen. After all, when you say put it to vote, your senators will not vote by voice vote. Before you know it, they'll tell you the ayes have it. So because they have captured the people and they know that the people have become so pushed down to the ground, the people are down there, the people don't even know how to stand up. That is why they're acting the way they are acting. If the people had a little bit of their sovereignty with them, these your so-called rulers won't be doing what they are doing. Is it not shameful that APC, all they can think about is manipulation? That is all they can think about. And then tomorrow, this same government will make law arresting people, banning people from taking jam if they go and cheat. When you're supposed to be a role model and you're not doing the job of a role model, what do you expect others to do? What do you expect people to do? You make laws, you have laws, you will not follow the laws. And then for the man there, what's his name? Is it Oluwade? What do they call him? The chairman of the tax committee. The man, the way he speaks as if, he's a technical. It tells you that, nothing can stop the law, nothing can stop the tax law from being implemented.
You said that the president cannot even stop the implementation.
So you can ask who is he?
That the president does not have powers to stop it.
So who is he? So when people say that your president has gathered his people, his cronies, has gathered his tribesmen around him, and his tribesmen are talking anyhow in the country, you won't blame them. There's an issue where the people are saying, we have seen things we don't like. What we expected from that man is to keep quiet. But it's all over the place, granting different interviews and telling you that nothing can happen, that the world will not collapse, that the walls will not fall down. This is how dictatorship sets in. And we're folding our hands, and we're watching.
Okay, so just to state, I think People's Gazette fact-checked him on some of the statements he made on Arise Television about some of the facts that's contained in the new law. They said he lied about it because from their fact-check, the new law actually gives the FIRS or the NIRS, as it to become by January, the power to arrest you if they find out you no agree pay tax. They go arrest you without the option of fine. Stuff like that.
Precious, we are going back to the days of the colonial masters, where the court mass will be chasing you all over the place. That is what we're going back to. Where taxes were collected by hook or by crook. So the government wants to unleash area boys, thugs on the people. All you need to do is gather the thugs and wear them uniform. And you call them tax collectors or whatever you want to call them. If there is an issue over a law and the people are saying, we want this thing investigated, the right thing for the executive arm of government to do is to suspend it. And say, let us see what they're saying. Let us find a solution to it. But coming out to tell Nigerian people that, look, nothing will happen. It simply shows you where your leaders have placed the people. It's so shameful. It is really, really sad.
All right.
And those who leaders have no respect for the Nigerian people anymore.
So very quickly, so that we can move to another conversation. It's almost midnight. Another point to this is, as someone has rightly stated here, I say rightly because I think I share same opinion, I share same sentiments, that tax reform is incomplete without mining sector inclusion. That's what an APC chieftain said. One Bola Ababarinde said so. And I beg you, why everything we consign are mining? No, they captured for. our tax, our budget, our anything. Why? Why it be say the oil of the Niger Delta, Nigerian oil, and anybody fit get oil well, anybody fit be do investments inside the oil, and now the whole Nigeria they use and solve their problem. And the gas for inside the southeast and Niger Delta too, now Nigerian own. The people of the states no get hand inside. But they all what do they call them? Gold for Zamfara, precious minerals in other parts of the north belong to the Northerners itself, where they cause this confusion of banditry now, because the bandits whom they use to mine these things are saying that they're not taken care of. Now the bandits are not disturbing the entire Nigeria. Meanwhile, now people will be say them work for now they suppose hold. If waiting that lady, what did they call Mrs. Gumi na true? What she talk na true? Say that they're not bandits, they're not terrorists, that are just people who feel cheated because they know all the precious minerals, they know where they're located, and they use them, but they don't take care of them. They don't get education, they don't get good amenities and all that. So why it be say like that? How can we have a new tax law, for instance, and we don't even have anything about our mining industry captured in it, if this is true?
When people talk about the laws in this country and they talk about the things that generate revenue, everybody focuses on oil. If you recall, I said, why was Mr. President so too quick to declare a state of emergency in Rivers State and go ahead and appoint a consultant to govern Rivers State, or an expatriate rather? Why was he so quick at doing that? It was because of the oil and nothing else. But when you look at it, don't forget, the northern governors met a few weeks back, and they said they were suspending mining in the north. Precious, I asked the question, and nobody has answered that question. And the question I asked is, this mining they're suspending, does it reflect in our national books? Which are these companies that are mining in the north? So at the end of the day, you find out that what is happening in the north is nothing but illegal mining, where your government has connived with some Chinese people to be mining. So you now have leaders who think about themselves, who think about their families, who think about their cronies, who are stealing and gathering money for generations yet unborn. So when you talk of anything that has to do with oil in the Niger Delta, I still don't blame government. I blame the people from the Niger Delta. I blame those who have sold their conscience to every government in power. That's why you see the likes of Asari Takubo. You see, what's his name again? The man in charge of, is it Tantila? Tompolo. That's why you see them living large. Because the things that would have come to the people, so to say, they corner it. So what you have playing out in the Niger Delta is dog chop dog. But in the north, yes. In the north, what you have going on in the north is illegal mining. Because Nigeria has not invested in mining as a national business.
All right, sir.
That is why it's not in the budget. Because what are you going to put in the budget? Are you going to capture illegal miners in the budget? Then you can also capture 419ers and Yahoo boys in your budget.
All right, so since where this air strike happened, it don't cause a lot of controversy. Some people, why are you smiling, sir?
Because you asked me not to box today, and that's why I'm smiling.
That smile, I don't quite understand. Okay. So since when this air strike happened, a lot of things they happen. While the Nigerian government say the thing happened with their consent, say they even give intelligence. Some people they talk, say, which kind of intelligence want I give? Wait, they say they just call on 19 minutes before the strike, say they want strike code. And then while we have some factions who say, oh, why Sokoto State? Why not Borno State, where I swap, they worry and all that. But we don't get a lot of people from the northern extraction. We know they happy about them. In fact, a lot of people claim that there is no casualty, say they just missed their strike. Just like a Salihu Usman don't talk here now, say no casualty. They don't kill any terrorists, they don't kill anybody, they just bomb forest for nothing. Now waiting some people talk. In fact, they say the area where they even bomb a place we don't be very peaceful before. Now, Foreign Affairs Minister, they talk, say, the US strike no infringe on Nigerian sovereignty, because some people, they talk, say, just like Akin Baba Ahmed talk, say, in fact, say, Tinubu don't finally disgrace Nigerian military finish, you don't carry the sovereignty of Nigeria hand over to President Bola Tinubu and to President Donald Trump. But Hakim here is saying no infringe because they're saying that them give them consent. So I'd like to understand why this back and forth. We have some Afenifere group supporting Tinubu that it is now that he's ready to fight terrorism and protect his people. Why some Arewa group, they talk saying no, they don't like the thing at all. They vex well. And you don't hear the kind of venting what guy Hakim make. Say, oh, Tinubu don't hand over sovereignty. But all the while, when no hand over the sovereignty, when they try solve them, they never give them link Q on how you go fit tackle the problem. As the thing tire now, he don't call people, he don't agree for help now. They don't even use Yaban too. But another interesting aspect is that we have people from the North Central extraction, let them be still Northerners, people from Benue State, elders from Benue State, who are rather hailing this strike and saying that, you know what, well done, US. In fact, that thing we do, can you please help us do the same favor? Extend the favor to Northeast and North Central. Why it be so we get divergent opinion about what's they happen?
You cannot expect everybody to be on the same page. And the reason is because even before the airstrike, people have been divided. There are those who support it and there are those who are against it. And those who are in support are people who believe that, look, your military cannot handle this matter. This matter has gone beyond what your military can handle. And people are saying, whatever it takes, we want to be safe. We want to be protected. We cannot live in a country where some non-state actors are all over the place, killing people, maiming people, raping women, and sending people to IDP camps. But then people have, like everybody has been asking, honestly, I've also been asking, why Sokoto? That's a question I've been asking since morning. Why Sokoto? Why not Borno State? Why not Plateau State? Why not Benue State? Except, precious, except there is something the government is not telling us. And I want to believe that the intel the American government has is stronger than the intel your government has. So for me, I've come to this conclusion that the areas that were targeted by the American government are more like where they see as one, the funds. That place, that is where their funds come from. That is their command post. That is where they plan their logistics. That is where their commanders reside. And that is where you have their enablers. And finally, where you have those who are sympathetic. Yes. Because, you know, there is something you need to understand about this country. And every one of us need to understand. I don't think the Americans were just playing around. Considering the position of Sokoto State in Nigeria. Don't forget, Sokoto State houses the Sultan, who happens to be the leader and the head of Islam in Nigeria. So strike the heart and let everything disappear. So in my own analysis, from what I've seen, from what I've read the whole day, I believe that there must be a cogent reason for that place to be struck. And when it happened initially, you know the government did not respond. The federal government responded later to say, we are in the know, we gave approval, we worked with them. So let us see what anybody can do.
But wait, though, PDP now don't use them against them. See, how come Nigerian government don't even talk to you almost 24 hours after the strike on a keep quiet?
Well,
now Donald Trump now immediately, in fact, now through Donald Trump tweets, people even know say strike happened.
Exactly. So it shows you also that, like I keep saying, those who manage the activities, the media of the government, they're not up and doing. With such a situation, even if it was 19 minutes, even if it was 10 minutes, even if it was 5 minutes, the government should have announced it first so that the people will be aware. But unfortunately, the APC don't do that. They are so used to propaganda, and now their propaganda is working against them. They don't know when to use it well anymore. So, but whatever it is, I believe that the message has been sent. So it is now left for those who are enablers, those who are supporters, those who are the commanders, those who have affinity and love for these bandits to think twice.
So, but do you not think that is that the reason why Benue elders go the same way they expand the strike, reach northeast and north central, where they decimate everybody one by one? It ain't good.
No, but I believe the strike will get to those areas.
Mm-hmm.
I strongly believe that.
And how about collateral damages? Because that now within Nigerian government don't appear since.
Well, collateral damage, precious. People have been living in IDP camps. People have been murdered in their sleep and their house is burnt. What other collateral damage are you talking about? What other collateral damage are you talking about? If the Nigerian government claims to have intel and claims to be serious about fighting this thing, what I expected them to do is to make sure that those in IDP camps go back to their ancestral homes. Well, I hear that the Adamawa state government also have granted amnesty to Jackson.
Yes, now. Yes, good. And the US has commended that too.
So that shows you who is pulling the plugs. It's not your president.
Yeah.
It is not your president. No, it's not your president. Your government has been pushed to one corner by strong powers that are stronger than what you have in Nigeria. And so they have no choice than to follow the dictates. Because if you remember, maybe we forget so easily, when President Trump first said he was going to attack, send strikes to Nigeria, you saw what your government did. You saw all the old cargoes. People who have embezzled funds in this country. Suddenly they are now appearing on YouTube, appearing on podcasts, telling you how patriotic they are, telling you how Nigeria is a sovereign nation. So what has happened? Have they forgotten about it? Have they forgotten about the sovereignty of Nigeria when they agreed to it? Don't also forget that your government shot itself in the foot when they went to Benin Republic to quell that coup. It was a trap that was set for them, for the government, and the government fell into it. When you went to Benin Republic, and then thereafter you went to Burkina Faso, what were you looking for? Did you forget that those countries have their own sovereignty? Did you forget? You know how long Donald Trump has taken to come and do this strike? He followed do what? The American system has a due process. Not your own country where your president will give a directive and then in the afternoon he gives the directive by 4 a.m. By 12 noon, the Senate will tell you that they have approved it. No sitting, no deliberation, they have approved it. And you want people to respect your leaders or your rulers? You want people to respect your country? So everybody that is sympathetic to these terrorists as they are now, like I keep saying, the federal government has called them a terrorist, but they need to go to court. They need to go to court so that the court can declare them.
But Prince Francis, like, you know that this whole thing about this US strike, it's a problem. I mean, it's a disaster on its own. Because first of all, who will pay the bill? Somehow, some way, there is a cost and bill attached to these strikes. That's one. And two, I beg, in case they say US won't come take on the natural resources, where everybody don't talk about, how do you pay them? The one who will get self will still be indebted. How will come do? And then we also risk the fear of turning Nigeria to Syria and all, to all of these countries we don't they war on. And this is something we cannot see Nigeria in dead way.
I love the way a lot of Nigerians think. Honestly speaking, I am a Nigerian. I love the way we think. We only think of ourselves. We don't think of others. And that's a big problem. People are being killed in their sleep, precious. Houses are being burnt. Maybe not only Christians, including Muslims, or including the Muslims that these hardliners consider as infidels as well. They are being killed in their sleep. A lot of Nigerians are living in IDP camps. And nobody is telling them when they're going to go back to their ancestral homes. Even in the IDP camps they are living that is not comfortable, they are still being attacked. And then somebody will open their mouth and say, America is coming for this, America is coming for that. If your government has done the needful, if your government has protected the lives and properties of these people, will you see the Americans coming in? When you go and fetch ant-infested wood, I've invited the lizards to a party. And that is what we have playing out. So anybody talking about minerals, the minerals we have that you said the Americans are coming to take pressure, are you benefiting from the minerals? Are you a beneficiary of these minerals? A country where you cannot have steady life supply for 24 hours, despite the fact that you are paying so much. A country where you don't have good roads. Your hospitals are like death traps. So what is it that the ordinary Nigerian is benefiting from these so-called minerals that everybody's talking about? Those who are talking about minerals are those who are benefiting from it. It's not about the ordinary Nigerians just want to have their life going easy for them.
All right, sir. So very quickly, I mean, this whole thing about Big Ten pushing that Nigerian Bayo Ononuga and Tinubu must apologize to Peter Obi for saying that they will never forgive him because of say if in be Tinubu and in don't see say he no gets everything what it takes to protect the people. See, no go mind to accept the help of Donald Trump. Say nothing day wrong with somebody we get power pass you, helping you to fight so you know if you fight. And then Bayo Ononuga tweeted and said, we will never forgive Peter Obi for calling on foreign interference into a sovereign country. But as Nigerian government now own up to this and them call Donald Trump to come strike, Big Tent is saying that they demand an apology from Tinubu's team for that statement they made about Peter. Do you think that's really necessary? Or that just...
You know, Peter Obi is what the Bible will call rock. The Igbos will call it Okute. If you're taking time to study Peter Obi, yes, people will say, oh, he talks too much, he doesn't talk fast. But if you listen to him very well, you'll find out that he makes a lot of sense. And that sense Peter Obi makes resonates with the ordinary Nigerians. And that is why there is organic love for the man called Peter Obi. Unfortunately and sadly, your president does not have that kind of love. And so those who are around him are telling him false information, passing false information to him, that he has that kind of love. He doesn't. He doesn't. And so he needs to think twice. Well, as it is, the government that said they cannot forgive P2B, the government that says that they cannot allow anybody into Nigeria, they are the ones who carried Nigeria. They carried Nigeria, inside a saucer and handed over.
That's exactly what Big Tent is saying.
And they are shameless. When America talked about what they were going to do, we looked at it and we said, look, it's not about sovereignty anymore. It's about securing the lives of your people. They just do that initial gara. We're not going to agree. We're not going to agree. We're not going to agree. Just like Nigerian Labour Congress. That's how they behaved. But now everything has opened. Breeze don't blow, 4 years don't open. Nothing is covered anymore. So yes, the government needs to apologize to P2B. Reno Mokri needs to apologize to P2B. Femi Fani-Kayode needs to apologize to P2B. Maybe we begin them all of them, including Showore.
Oh, by the way, Shaw already against the airstrike. Him talk say we no need to bow to UN to foreign imperialists and all that. That dig the matter at all, and he don't show expressing displeasure over and why should we have foreign interference?
For me, like I've always said, Showore always want to be in the news. But the thing is, with all the grammar he's blowing and talking, how many people in the IDP camps has he helped? How many of those who get slaughtered by these terrorists has he been able to save? Those are questions he should be answering. When you can't do something and you have somebody who wants to render help to you, precious, you take the help and damn the consequences. The first law in the jungle is self-survival. And I believe that is what we need now. It is only the living that can, talk about tomorrow. It's only the living that can look into the future, not the dead. All those who have died in Benue, in Plateau, in Taraba, in Borno, in Zamfara, in Kogi, in Kwara, who is speaking for them? Do they still have a voice? But if the only way to avert people from dying is by seeking help from outside, then I'm in support of the strike.
All right. A lot of issues they will talk about, but maybe we just leave them. I mean, all the Christian Association of Nigeria and all that we don't this, but let's just move on to other issues. Here there is an exclusive report here of how Alpha Beta, that is linked to President Tinubu, according to the reports, got a commission of over 213 billion naira from Lagos State in the past 2 years. Commission of 213 billion naira in the past 2 years. And this is very troubling, but I don't know if we should dwell on it. In fact, the news we hear for afternoon carry and say, now Alpha Beta don't set the target of revenue generation for Lagos State for next year, and they don't double them from waiting the bid from this year. And people are wondering, is this okay that it should happen? A tax consulting firm to have that much power to do so.
Your president has denied ever having anything to do with Alpha Beta. But like I said, they forget history so quickly. When did we start hearing of Alpha Beta? It was when your president was governor. And all that while, he never dissociated himself from them. And even after he left governance, we have always known that the tax collection in Lagos State is being engineered by Alpha Beta. At some point in time, states like Odo and Edo, Imo, which other one? They were working there, operating there. But you see, when you look at Nigeria, you keep wondering why people are fighting tooth and nail to ensure that we remain as one. You may think it's because of our size, giant of Africa. No. You may think it's because of our population. No. It's because of the fact that the more we are, the more resources, the more revenue that is generated into government coffers, and it is used and nobody gives account of it. So that is why we are where we are. If this is what Alpha Beta has been doing, then Alpha Beta needs to be probed. But then, who will probe them? Is it the National Assembly? Those ones are even more corrupt than Alpha Beta.
No, this is a state issue now, so it doesn't have anything to do with the National Assembly. So.
No, if it's a state issue, let the State House of Assembly probe them.
Okay.
Yes.
I just say make a reason matter. It be like so no get too much power inside that one. Momo could leave on to other issues.
No, because you see, the thing is so painful. Because don't forget, when we were talking about this new tax bill, you remember, precious, that the name of Alpha Beta was mentioned. And at that point in time, we were told that no, no consultant will be involved. But now you're inviting a French company. You're inviting France to come and be the ones to collect, do the same thing Alpha Beta is doing. And that's what you're doing. But your government is denying it in one hand, but we all know where it's headed to. So if in 2 years Alpha Beta is getting 200 and something billion, please, so how much do you think this French company will get in 1 year? Don't forget, they'll be earning in dollars or foreign currency. Our leaders, I keep saying it, and I always say it, you guys are the problem of this country. Your greed, your selfishness, your wickedness is what drives you people, and not the love for the people.
Okay. All right. Moving on to other issues very quickly, because nights don't come. We hear say on Nigerians that will be in that on a C-130 aircraft and crew will be they go Portugal. We can't get problem for Burkina Faso. They don't finally reach Portugal now. So I say make I let you know. Say God don't do them. They don't reach Portugal. This foreign investment that today.
Quick question. When you say they've gotten to Portugal, there was at some point we heard that the officers that were in that aircraft were in Ghana. You remember? So how many of them followed it to Portugal? I see that they all came to Ghana and then from Ghana they went to Portugal. How can you have that number of military officers in a plane going for maintenance? Are they the ones going to maintain the plane there? Or when they get there, they wear overall and start working on the plane?
Actually, 11 of them go reach Portugal. 11 of them did Portugal right now.
There is still something fishy about that aircraft that the government does not want us to know. There's something fishy. You know, before now, the Nigerian government has been fixing their aircrafts in Nigeria. So when did they change that rule? So you're going to fix our aircraft in Portugal. You don't think that the Nigerian people deserve to know what happens to their aircraft? It shows you the lack of transparency and lack of accountability on the part of government.
All right, so moving on to other issues very quickly. Other people they talk. I mean, just like South Africa freedom fighters (EFF), they don't condemn the U.S. airstrike for Nigeria. They call the one of rising American militarism for inside Africa. Say America will use this opportunity to militarize Africa. I don't know whether you think say that not true, and if you won't put mouth for that talk. But then Yoruba nation agitators don't come back again, and they are back because police even arrest some of them today. When they say they no one do again, they won't get their own Yoruba nation. And police arrest them for unlawful assembly today for Ogun State.
This
so
agitation
about secession.
This agitation, you cannot stop it. You know why? The reason is because of bad governance. People are feeling disenfranchised. People are not happy with the way the country is governed. So agitation for separation will continue to be harmed. It will continue to be on the front banner. You can't take that away at all. You can only subdue it. You can only try to hold it down for some time, but it will keep resurfacing because the foundation is faulty. So the ones in South Africa that are talking, what they're saying, they should come to Nigeria and help us take care of these terrorists. You don't sit in your country where you don't know what is happening in Nigeria and you're speaking rubbish. All the while they've been killing people in Benue, killing people all over. Have you heard about this group? Do you know about this group, Precious? All the while that people are being killed, that Nigerians have been shouting, spare us, spare us, spare us. Why has the group not spoken? These are all the groups that government officials go to pay money and they start talking rubbish all over the place. Second base, I beg.
Sorry, sir. All right. So quite a lot of other gist that U.S. Republican lawmakers have backed the airstrike. Of course, U.S. War Secretary Hex says don't thank Nigeria for their cooperation, say they do well. But let's go straight to this conversation around over 50 military officers, civilians, still detained so far by the DIA for months now over the alleged plot to topple Tinubu's government. They've been denied access to their families. And then they with the Defense Intelligence Agency, and they don't deal with them since then. You know that period where we say that coup scare coming and then talk about them. So these people are still in detention without access to their families. Would you like to touch on that?
Well, you know why I'm laughing?
No, sir.
It sounds very funny. Because it's neither here nor there. I mean, how when things happen, I was just reading something, and something came to mind. And what came to mind is, why is it that when Nigeria is on the spot, when things are going wrong in Nigeria, why do so many people come out at the same time? They don't look at the evil that has happened before now. They only look at what they want to say because they believe that what they want to say will make sense. Anyhow you want to look at it, Nigeria, we did it. We'll continue to watch. But for me and for every other person, we want the best for this country. I'm sure you want the best for this country too.
Why not? So am I wasting my time here every day?
So if we want the best, why don't we all speak with one mind? Speak with one voice. We always have divergent voices on issues that we should speak with one voice.
So that's a crime. Is it bad to have, dissent voices or
It is not a
contrary
crime, but
opinions?
I decided to leave it there so that those who do not agree with certain things should go and think and juggle their memory and ask themselves questions.
So really, what people they try to talk about here now in the place of their human rights, why they no go get access to their families. I mean, even if they're facing charges, they should be able to face the charges while still having access to their families. That's not what people you talk about. I don't know whether, so that now waiting the complaint and the agitation be. Why deny them access to family members, to anything? And meanwhile, the government still denies saying no coup.
Precious.
But if no coup, why are you arresting people? Why do you arrest people and deny them access to their families? Nigeria's phone lines are open. Let me use this opportunity to tell them.
Precious, before you open your lines, has your government accepted the fact that there was a coup?
Not yet.
So what are we talking about? The government has not admitted there is a coup. So the government is holding them for whatever reason. They said it was a military affair. From a military affair, we heard that a former governor has been declared wanted. From a former governor being declared wanted, we heard that his house has been sealed up. I've told you this and I keep saying it. This is a government of propaganda. And until the people themselves, you and I need to decipher what is the truth and what is the lie. The government needs to tell you why they are holding them before we can decide what to do. But as it is, they have pushed it to say it's a military issue. It is the media that is selling that narrative that there was a coup. And the government has not come out to say there was a coup. And the government has not even told you why they are, because they'll tell you, oh, it is military. We'll court-martial them. Tell the people why you're holding them. Be open. The war will not collapse. The other time I read something where what's his name, Silva, was saying that he wants to come. He wants to appear before the government officials. But nobody has responded to that. So if you're holding 50 people, 50 military men as coup plotters, come out and tell Nigerians that these people try to topple the government, they will not know what you want to do with them. But as it is, I think that the government is lying to itself as usual, and they have not really told us why they're holding them. It's an illegal holding. They should release them. They should allow them to have access to family members.
All right.
But like
So
I
very
keep saying,
quickly,
but I keep saying, dictatorship is creeping in little by little, and we all think it's a joke. Now, when they begin to tight the mouth, the nozzle around the media, now we're not saying a full dictatorship within.
all right, sir. So very quickly, let me state this. I don't know if you're aware that there was an attack, a bomb blast yesterday in Kwara State, immediately after Trump strike Nigeria. So residents of the Offa community from inside Kwara State were thrown into panic as midnight explosions hit part of the town and destroyed several buildings yesterday night. Residents said that, they said a lot of things. They said explosions occurred at 2 locations in the town, affecting several buildings in the Eid area and the Solid Worth Hotel area. Now, the explosion truly occurred. A resident said no fewer than 5 buildings were completely destroyed. I don't know if there were casualties. I mean, even around midnight, there should be people in those buildings. And if the buildings were completely destroyed, that means there must be casualties. Another resident said the incident occurred late last night, saying nobody was killed in the explosion. So we don't know what to believe. So we never hear anybody come take responsibility for this action. But people they talk say, Abina, the terrorists, they try to prove to Trump. Say that's the way he say we no good do. He won't show us. We won't show he say we're strong, as he thinks say we're strong.
Well, everybody has listened and heard about the strike, and nobody has taken responsibility. But one thing that I keep asking is, no matter what happens in a strike, if person know that person will wound. But in this strike, the one that happened in Sokoto and the one that happened in the Kwarabi, there is something the two of them have in common. And that is the fact that the government has kept a sealed lip about casualties, civilian casualties, or otherwise. Let me say this. When you have the likes of Sheikh Gumi coming out boldly to tell you that airstrike will not solve the problem, telling you that the military cannot stop this terrorist. In a sane climb, somebody like Ahmed Gumi should be in detention because he seems to know more than every one of us. He even seems to know more than the government. So they should invite him and question him properly. But, initially, they tried to relate that explosion to the one that happened in Sokoto. But I think this afternoon, the Kwara State government has come out to say there's no relationship between the two. Yes. They said there's no relationship between the two.
So who takes responsibility?
Now that's not the cocoa day now. If you know, now person they fear. You know, the thing is, you are afraid of something, you are doing it. How do you take responsibility for it? So who do you want to come and take responsibility? Is it the people that are afraid that the Americans will come after them? But I think that any terrorist today that would decide to, start bombing or start killing people is doing that at his own detriment. Because these airstrikes will not end so easily and so quickly.
All right. Nigerians, phone lines are open 08170294077. That's the number to call. The number is already on your screen. So please ensure you call. I mean, not just on your screen, but it's also on the pinned comment at the comment section. So just kindly look it up. And then there's a link inside that number. So you can quickly look out for the link and then get the link in that message. That link will direct you straight to the studio to be part of the conversation. I have someone here, Black Panther. Good evening. Is this the first time I'm seeing this name? Black Panther. Good evening and welcome. Hello, Black
Good
Panther.
evening. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Yeah, thank you for accepting me into your studio. This is my first time coming into your studio. I'm speaking all the way from the United States, right in Texas.
Okay.
And I want to commend the speaker, our elder brother there. He has spoken the truth. And
right.
he's,
can you help me hold your breath a little bit? I've had somebody on the phone line. Let me quickly talk to him. Maybe he would also say something you would like to react to. Good evening and welcome, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from? Sir? Good evening, sir. The way you call me, you make my heart fly. Welcome. Remind us your name, sir. Where you call from? Torino. From Germany. Perune. Okay, you're welcome, sir. Go ahead. Thank you, sir.
I want you want to you see some people they ask why they strike Sokoto. Why come to Sokoto in the strike? Please, I beg ask those people. I want me help me ask those people why they take Nnamdi Kanu to Sokoto. I think maybe that one could be answer that question when they ask. Another thing, Nigeria will forget something. If you remember, I take you back 2023 election. If you remember, sometimes some party will be will come and say that them they sponsor the people. If you, maybe if you help me, tell me the name of that party. Very mostly APC they sponsor they sponsor their candidate.
I don't feel remember that kind of thing. Even if I know my head didn't function well for this kind of thing.
Most of the candidates will come out from APC now. They sponsor them.
I don't know.
Come out, they ask them and say, why you don't know what they happen? Why they don't attack Tiala and all those things? We don't say that there are people now in the room now for Nigeria. You know? That's why if they kidnap people, the next thing we go here, we say they don't release those people. They don't fit arrest any of the bandits. Understand? So, and now people will come to talk with the way to make they come to 2027 election. You know, they don't tell when people they talk, say, the way they structure Nigeria no fit. Move on. If you remember, say, for every American citizen, wherever any American citizen did during the election, you go vote. European citizen, anywhere where you go vote. Ask Nigerian government why they never allow people from diaspora to vote.
You know, so we've been a developing nation. I just want to remind you, say, person they wait for backyard for you. You know, so we'll be developing nation, never get technology rich.
Which is technology? The one we want to get, not we want to say on a glitch, not glitch. Not with the technology now they give on no one knows.
All right, thank you, sir.
I beg, the leadership, the thing we say, Nigerian politicians, they wicked, now wicked people like they be. If you remember during COVID time where they do lockdown, people will go hide food with they give people free, palliative. And that's kind of people that they expect they do something for you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you for calling. Thank you, sir. All right. All right. Good evening, Black Panther. So sorry. Go ahead, please, with your shows.
Good evening, Madam Precious.
Yeah,
I've been an ardent listener to your program, and you are one of the, will I say, one of the best personality that preside over issues, and you let people talk freely and hit the target without no manipulation. And that's a good journalism from your side, and it talks about how professional you are. And I want to thank you for doing that thing.
Oh, stop.
Now,
thank you so much, sir.
I want to say something here that you are going to listen, you are going to hear a lot of things from the North. They are going to try to manipulate the minds of the Northerners. They'll start coming up that those strike was irrelevant. But there's one thing, there's some information you guys don't listen, don't even know that we know over here. But before I push further, I would like to thank the President of the United States, President Trump, for fulfilling and for going in and did a lot of damage to what is going on in Nigeria, to the terrorists. You see, for the American to put forward the resources to scan the Nigeria airspace and now pinpoint and draw a sort of a map on the targets they are going to hit in the North. They are precise and they are sure. It is not because each and every rocket you see that is fired, they cost nothing less than $50 million for one.
So much money.
It is not. It is not something that you can throw just to scare people. If the drones have gone around the airspace in the North, it is the American taxpayers' money they use in doing that. And that cannot be overemphasized. That cannot be thrown into the trash can. What the president did today is to get the military of the United States involved in fighting terrorism along the Sahel, which you all know that America has sworn to take down the terrorists all over.
Before you finish that statement, not be the same Americans might tell us in that them defund Boko Haram. Say they use their money more like the Democrats. They use the American money. They fund.
Yeah, you see. There is. If you listen to the politics in America, if you are not here, you'll be confused. Those might be rhetoric because we have two-party system. We have two parties that is ruling America. Those might be rhetoric because we on ground here, we know what the other side is doing. We know what is happening. But what Nigeria should hold on.
It is a lie that they never sponsor terrorism.
It is called, we call it rhetoric. We call it rhetoric. They want to use to score political points. But Nigeria should not hold that. They should not, we should put our mind out of there. We should focus on the problem that is damaging the...
Whether it is rhetoric or not, is there an atom of truth in it?
There is no fact. It was spoken, but the fact was not brought forward. So America work with facts. If you say this man is this, you will bring the facts.
Is it also a fact that America helped topple Jonathan's administration and bring in Buhari? Is that a fact? There's fact on that because the Nigerians were right in the White House. There are pictures, there are photos, there are everything is out there. Situation how competent or no competence Buhari is before bringing.
That is why I say it depends. Now we have the Democrat and the Republican.
Religious, whether he gets any way be say they sympathetic to.
No, Madam Precious, don't let us go into the politics of it. It's a big thing that if I have to explain it, it might take a lot of time. There's a difference between the Democrats and the Republicans. We have the conservatives and the liberals. So they have a way of operation.
You know what I like about American politics? No matter how they are, no matter how they disagree in different issues, but once it comes to the unity of their country and sovereignty of their country, they always speak in one voice. And I like your politics for that, right? I do love that. That's the same thing I'm saying here now. Because whether it is Democrats who committed that offense against Africa or Nigeria or not,
it is not an offense.
Happened to Syria with
Madam Precious.
So whether it is Democrats or not, it is the United States of America with the resources of the United States of America. And that's why I'm asking that question.
Yeah, Madam Precious. You see, what I can say on that question you asked, it's all about national interest. It's all about national interest. That's why I say don't block
and development of our own country.
The American state or the American president then did not mean to hurt. It is what you brought to the White House they will work with. It is the Nigerian people that brought themselves so low that can't take care of their own situation. Look, let me move further. Nigeria is not yet a country. Nigeria is not yet a country. We people, all of us are talking about, amend this, amend that. A person committed treason against the state of Nigeria. You people are not yet listening to that aspect of it. The military committed a lot of atrocity against the sovereign state of Nigeria. They brought a constitution and placed it upon Nigerians, and Nigerians are sitting upon that constitution. We does not say we the people have decided to write what will govern us as a nation, because your constitution represents the aims and objectives and the procedural process in which everyone is committed to, and that has not been done in Nigeria. Nigeria cannot move forward with a tattered constitution, which was written by one man in Ahmadu Bello University and Abdussalami. That needs to be expunged out, and Nigeria must decide its destiny. You cannot have a Sharia law inside a constitution where you have a nation of multi-ethnic group, and those groups have never been mentioned in the constitution that says we the people, we agree to be one under one nation, under one God. You have not proclaimed that yet. And that means you are not yet a nation. That is why your politicians can take your money, can take your resources, and then the consequences, and you can't do anything. That is the reason. That is why they say the North will speak and everybody will bow. That is the reason. Because the division of Nigeria, your constituency, the North has more than what the South has, and that is a flaw.
All right,
in a nation with diversified tongues. Yes.
Okay, let me let you wrap up quickly so that others.
I want to wrap up with this.
Okay.
Nigerians should be calm. The President of the United States have affirmed that he is involved and America is involved in this. And when they say they are involved in this, it is going to be a total cleansing of what we see today. Because when the House of Rep members came to Nigeria, the report they gave to the president is more than what was recorded and put on the template to the press to what we have on the cyberspace. Because Ramon said what they have it's more than what they have already seen. It's more what's happening in Nigeria is devastating. And that is why the president is now involved. And that is what that's the report he wanted to see. And that is why when he went to report, he strike. So we are going to see more and more strike. And I tell you, the videos are going to be out. They said the strike was useless, but they are going to release unclassified video concerning the strike. And we are going to see it because they work with facts. Thank you, Madam Precious. May God bless you. Please keep on doing and keep on revealing this thing. We need to educate the Nigerian populace so that they will know what is happening. They have decided not to give you electricity. They have decided not to give you anything because they want to make sure that they don't get information to Nigerians. Information is power. May God bless us. May God bless everyone that is speaking the truth. It is only the truth that can make Nigeria be free. And we must have a new constitution because the American government has said, expunge Sharia law out of your constitution, and that means that constitution must come down. May God bless us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Black Panther. I appreciate you. All right. Hello, good evening, and welcome. Please remind me your name, where you're calling from. Help me go straight to the point. Thank you.
Yes, I'm calling from California, United States.
Okay, sir. What's your name, sir?
Actually, I don't want to disturb. I just I'm I've been asking some questions.
Okay.
And my questions have not been answered. Just so you know, I would like to let you know today. Exactly like this time yesterday was when the bomb hit. I saw it, then I sent it to you too. Since yesterday, 24 hours now since the bomb happening, have you recalled any collateral damages or any terrorists being killed?
So there are gossips about a particular terrorist, Tojubelu, and others being killed. We don't know yet. We don't know. It's not confirmed yet.
Okay, moving forward. Another thing I want to say is from the location of the Gulf of Guinea, where Americans are located, actually there are certain terrorist people group. These terrorists, they were kicked out of Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali. They were located in Sokoto. That is why America focused on that area to bomb. If not, if America really want to do like what the whole world knows American for, Nigeria, if they want to deal with terrorists, they don't need to look. There was maybe that happened in Kebbi or what state is that? They said the officers, the military men should position themselves this way, that they had about information of coming to kidnap the school girls, the peoples, right? And the military personnel, somebody called them and gave them another order to leave that place 30 minutes later.
I will never see who give the order till now. Go ahead, sir.
So these are the questions Nigerians need to ask from their government, from their president. Doesn't have a president, we only have a caretaker, okay? But the funny aspect of it, the people that are in positions to checkmate this, when they are singing on your mandate, we shall stand in the house that belongs to the Nigerian congregations, right? What do you expect? They are taking $30,000, $50,000. Do you expect them to say anything against the president, the caretaker that was here? So when we want to blame Tinubu, don't only blame him. If you want to be sincere with ourselves, what we want are the delegate, the Congress we have there, what is their job, what are they doing? Most of the institutions in Nigeria with the judiciary, police, everything, Tinubu bought everything all together with his money. Say it loud and clear to them when the time comes for him to say it out. Now, he knows he doesn't win, but he said he uses his money to buy the position.
All right, so please go straight to your point so that I'll talk to others.
Okay, he thinks he can sell to France at will. All right, the position America is today, to be honest with you, China has an economic tie with Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali, giving them money and some kind of electricity infrastructure development. At the same time, Russia has a tie in terms of military hardware for those countries. Okay. America is located at the Gulf of Guinea and there for their own interest, not mainly for the purpose of the terrorists, because the northeast is where the terrorists Boko Haram generated from. That's where they should first of all clean up if they want to be Nigeria, to help Nigeria to clean up. And whatever they are doing, don't let any of the Nigerian government or officials knows about your dealings with terrorists, because some of them, like Neyati Allah, the Ribadu, Gumi, all this information will go. Even your vice president is a terrorist himself. So they will divert this. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, talk quick, they go. Talk, make it they go. Make another person talk.
Okay. The economic tie of Russia and China, the totals of that, three countries, probably more might come in 2026 next year. You see military actions in some African country, okay, was why America was in the Gulf of Guinea where they had not mainly for the terrorists, okay? Either you take it or leave it eventually by next year, because there are a lot of world political games going on now. And Nigeria, many of us in Nigeria don't see.
All right, thank you so much.
What I'm trying to say is don't get too excited.
Nobody's getting excited. I am not excited.
About the constitution, it will never change. Awusa and the Fulani will not let anyone change the constitution that favor them as to their house.
Thank you.
Instead, they will cause a chaos in Nigeria, and then we might end up in civil war.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello. Are you there? Good evening. Yes, good evening and welcome.
Yes, I am.
Oh, hi, Laura. Welcome.
Hi, good evening.
Welcome.
Should I go on?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Good evening, precious. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Prince Chilaka, wake up. Good evening. I came to sing for you, Prince Chilaka. Wake up. Well,
now, our national anthem, you want to sing for him?
You wait now. You see all this Donald Trump strike and everything. I just didn't read comments. Nigerians, they give. So I was reading on the Times. Is it the Times of London or something? I don't know. Or the Economic Times. I don't know. I was mainly checking foreign news posts on YouTube. Nigerians, they under those posts, and they are doing business. Like Nigerians are there, dragged, saying we praise Donald Trump, and the Westerners are like, you don't know what you're talking about, you are a bot. Another person responded, which bot? Get out of it. And it's been so funny. I've just been reading and laughing. And then I came across Daniel Bola's chat on Sky this evening. I don't feel laugh. When I look at Daniel Bola, I feel sorry.
What did you say?
I'm just so sorry that I decided to catch cruise with him this evening. Because I wrote a song I want to sing for Daniel Bola. I hope you don't mind. Take me like a minute.
Oh yeah, now try sing and quick. Now we hear whether you just come on sleep for our eye. Whether the song will come on sleep for our eye.
So this is a song. There was a guy we used to know. He's now a shadow of himself. He lost his conscience long ago. He's now a propaganda chief.
Oh.
He's got his kids in private school.
Oh.
And the fees won't pay themselves.
Oh,
Daniel Bola.
You need backup. You need backup or beats.
Good night and Merry Christmas.
Good night. Are you serious? Oh goodness me. Thank you so much. Good night and Merry Christmas to you. Bye. Prince Francis, you feel that release that they give you a bit. Good evening and welcome, please. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, yeah, good evening, precious.
Sir, you're welcome, sir.
Scott from Canada.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Okay. First thing, let me on the intent of the national item, because this thing I've been thinking about it for a very long time now. The people in the National Assembly, the Senate, even the president and all of that, do you know if they know how to even sing that national item? That is why they replaced it with that mandate, they shall stand.
Child.
Do you know if they even know how to sing it?
But I didn't pass them now. No be them pass them into law.
You know how to sing it. If I bet you, if you can ask those people, every one of them to stand now and tell them to come and recite that national item. Even the president said they don't know how to sing it. They haven't got a clue on how to sing it.
Oh yeah, no vex. Make we face the matter what day today. Make we leave the national anthem.
Okay, that's number one. And again, like I said before, I said we do not have leaders. We do not have patriots. People that are willing to lead that country. We do not have them here. We don't have them. Like the other person said, that we only have self-centered. They're them are just after themselves. Just after themselves. And the truth of the matter is, the country needs total reset. Total reset. And a new constitution. And we need to continue. And the truth of the matter, and one thing again that everybody needs to come together. Everybody needs to come together and stand against these people. Because the division, because of that division, the division is placed in that country. That's the reason why these people continue to do what they do and get away with it. I think recently now, I think a country like Bulgaria, recently now, a country like Bulgaria, you could see the way people stand up against their leaders. Before you know, the leaders are resigned. Because the least society cannot continue to rule against the people that are educated, people that know what to do or how to fix country. So they all need to come together. That's just the truth. That's just my take.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Okay, T.Y. Danjuma, I feel like say they back here. T.Y. Danjuma, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Precious. Good evening, Prince.
Ross,
how you doing?
I'm doing very well.
Yeah, why they look down now? Who beat you?
Who beat them?
My Precious.
Okay.
Do you believe that? You need to see my sense to believe I could beat anyone.
I don't believe him. I don't believe him. You chop belly full, clean mouth. You know what I'm going to say?
Go ahead, please, T.Y. Danjuma.
Yeah, Precious. You know, for Trump to use Tomahawk cruise missiles against these insurgents, now we say he provoked very badly. He provoked.
They use that particular missile every time like that.
He provoked. They know they use that kind of thing for human beings. So, you know, now bunkers and armored military this thing now that they use, not be Tomahawk. Because that one,
nothing as it say nothing happen. Ooh, no casualty. Ooh,
what do you want?
Just happen.
What do you want?
Say casualty days somehow, so we'll never know yet. But
why did it? Why their body they paint them now? If na forest now they don't eat anything. Why body they paint them now? Should they say forest they armor proof? So why did they worry now? Why did they worry?
They say our bush no they bombable. You know if
you go yes. You go see eventually you go see the battle assessment report will go come out. Like you already said, we don't hear say some king thing, they don't decimate them totally. And I read somewhere that's not confirmed yet, a report from the Niger security forces say Lakrawa they wrong. Say they finished them.
But because it's not confirmed that you didn't.
Yes. So not be small thing with the here. In fact, as these people they vex, the common man where they say I am condemned, that they happy because my business for the not come.
They don't see market.
So you mean say this destruction of iron condemned business? One man's loss is another man's gain.
One man's miss, the other man's poison. But the truth is that you know, there are difficult days ahead. You know, real difficult days ahead because when I look at the government, the pressure will come against the government from the north. You know, I don't think say this government could handle them, but I think that unless the north comes out to begin immediately to talk about how this thing may be non-kinetic method to solve this problem once and for all.
Have we not had enough of the non-kinetic?
No.
Non-kinetic. And how productive is it? Or has it been so far?
No, the non-kinetic now people like Gumi where they wait for a multi-billion dollar business for them. So that's why the man is crying now. They want spoiling business. They won't put Gary for this thing. That's why the man the man where they feed off that kind of a thing is retired. You don't get any other way they do apart from going to see them and telling them what to do, and you know. So the man is not happy now. You know, especially now they want spoiling business. So Those way they say may they no burn forest and all those ones, may they give them money, may they pay them money. Now it's part of it now. So they know what they're doing, but they didn't anticipate that this situation is going to get up to this point. But
so they
maybe
thought
they
the
pray.
propaganda, that is not a decent and all that.
Yeah, say man not go do anything, just the bone, just the make they pray. Say Netanyahu no enter inside because don't they beg say make Trump cool down.
Benjamin was stubborn. Benjamin was stubborn. That thing. I am worried about Benji, and that is actually why I'm really worried about that. Honestly speaking, if you notice, I kept talking about that since yesterday, and I'm worried. And he said, for him to even get the, I don't want to say audacity, I'm making no vex. For him to now get the mind to say it must end now. Leave us.
Benji is coming over here next week, so it's coming to.
Then get family meeting.
Yes, it's coming to tell Oga here, say, make you cool down, cool your temper. Let me just leave it to me. Trust me to finish the job for you. And say, even
with the minds of Gaza and Palestine, I go use do that kind of thing. Make it the problem I get with Benji is say, even want to know whether, no. Please don't even pray for that. I beg you. Please.
That's what we'll be praying for. So
lots of collateral damages, lots of it.
We have to move very fast and see how we can talk to both Oga Trump and Benji, because Nigeria don't enter one chance.
So what my problem is how did our leaders allow this to fester for this long? How did it become so impossible for a sovereign nation to battle a non-state actor that is infringing, that is clearly committing terrorism on a sovereign soil? How we just allow them to just continue? How we even reach the level of say, okay, let's negotiate with them? How did we get to that level that it's not an option? What happened to Nigeria?
Now, devil, now you see, when you sow the wind, you reap the whirlwind. So they didn't know say this thing will develop like this. So now they don't see where it is. I don't know how they're going. It's more complex now. So I don't know how they go solve them, but the problem lies with the North. They really have to come out and forget about all this nonsense where they do. Because by the time if Benji stepped in, if Benji stepped in, that one all in hand na blood. If he stepped in, it's a bugadio.
That is the problem I have, because I
TY, I'd like you to withdraw that devil you just mentioned. Because people are consciously doing things wickedly. It has nothing to do with the devil. People know they put devil name everywhere. Our leaders are wicked. It's not the devil. They know what they are doing. They are conscious of their actions. You hear say somebody, they don't trace to the person body is about 200 and something billion. One man.
No. That one in properties, we'll never know about the ones who they for account of in property.
No, they talk about, I said one man, 200 and something billion. Then you go say that the devil. I mean, which role devil play
Precious,
there?
you know something. All the killings where they kill all over these years, pain them. Now just one strike. Now be the one where they pain them. You can see how people are reacting. There's been killings and destruction and burning and looting and all that. All those ones, they don't make any noise. Now just a sample of within Tomahawk feed do. Now all of them don't begin shout, begin shake. This one not serious. That's why I said they really have to come out and sit down and stop telling themselves lies, because you don't reach where the man don't hold them. Where the man hold them, he hold them for a very bad spot. And there's no way. There's no going back now. There is either if they struggle, you go break the thing. Anyhow way they do, head or tail, they no win. So make I stop there, because this now really bad times. And for Trump to decide, say now this now Christmas gift when he go give Nigeria or give us. The man, get us in Bele view. Get us in Bele view. But Nigeria is a warning. We haven't done well at all. Our leaders haven't done well. And this is what happens when you lie to yourself when you allow, mediocrity, you allow falsehood, injustice, to be your policy of government.
No,
I
but
stop there.
before you leave, do you think that if Tinubu had handled this issue well when he came into office, that it would have it would have still gone this far? And do you think he tried his best?
Well, he has said from day one that his hands are tied, that he's not going to do anything. He said it. I mean, it's unlike Jonathan, who made some effort, and we saw the odds against him. But he just refused not to do anything. How many places you don't go where they do killing, where they kill people? How many places where you don't go? No, none. There's no place where you don't personally go as the commander-in-chief, or even go to the battlefront like Jonathan did. Killings and killings and killings, you just go, no time.
For this administration, including National Assembly, don't even say, may them visit the IDP camps. Like those
National Assembly is the worst. National Assembly is the worst.
No,
they just realize this.
He's talking about empathy and humanity. This is what we're talking about.
They are not concerned. You see, the thing starts from the head. That's what Obi is saying. That if the head, if we're fish one rotting, they're rotting from the head. If the head lead by example, all the other ones go follow. But it's just like business as people, they die. No concern. Flags, no even. See, one person died for America. One person was kidnapped and brought into Nigeria from Niger. America sent a team, a SEAL team, to go and extract that American and kill the people where in Nigeria. The people, they die, and then we're debating whether or not they kill these people parts, or they kill Muslim parts, or they kill Christian parts, and so on and so forth. Is that a sane government? Is that what we should be debating? And they spent all kinds of amount of money to lobby so that America will say, oh, they're not killing Christians, they're killing everybody. Misplaced priority. When the issue should be who is doing this killing, you already know them, they're in government, they're serving in your government. They're serving in your government. Even their pronouncement, the things where any people go say and they will go to jail, they say it and nothing happens. You don't reprimand anybody. You don't penalize anybody. You pay ransom to people who are killed and who have kidnapped. Local governments are overtaken and around some of our territories, are taken over and administered by terrorists and insurgents. It doesn't make anything to you. They come openly to have meetings with military people and chiefs and all that. Nothing happened. Where that kind of one thing they happen? You kill a police officer, an assistant commissioner of police, you wear the uniform,
come pissed off.
Nothing happened. What do you talk? So anything where they happen now, Nigeria deserves it. In fact, if now our leaders are the target for good, because they are complicit. But you go see many of them now, they go the guide with it, they talk. A lot of them don't they run, they don't do their password, they go run away because for second base, go be like this one. You can stop here.
Thank you.
Good night, Joe.
Good night. Thank you. Good evening and welcome. What's your name? Where are you calling from, sir?
Yes, Precious.
Sir, C2. You're welcome, sir. Compliments.
How are you, Precious?
I did inside the house now. My birthday na 1st of January. I did go IDP camp. C2.
We see how we can sort
it's okay. So if the Lord touches down to your heart, it's okay. You can do something.
You are a wonderful woman.
Thank you.
My senior brother, Mr. This is Precious.
Compliments.
I just wake up listening to your broadcast now, okay? There's something that makes me to call, and then I'm annoyed of it. Okay? One of your callers from the US says that the Northerners will not allow. He made a mistake. He said that the House of Fulani, no, there's nothing like House of Fulani. It's the Fulani's place. Hausa people are very good people, okay? Now they were manipulated, okay? So that's why they lost their land today, and that is what they are battling. Now he says that the Fulanis will not allow the constitution to be changed. Okay, instead of that, they cause war. Now, please, they should. Let me make it clear. We give these people so much power. That is why they are doing what they are doing today. Let them cause the war. So this Bagmaya Nigeria, I want it to be divided. my father's land, crazy, and kill my mother. Do you know how many people I lost? Why Fulani were butchering them in Mama on land, killing my sisters and my brothers. In the east, when we say remove your nama, they shoot AK-47 and kill us. How on earth do you want me to bear this rubbish? Because we give these Fulani too much power. We make them look like they are king over us. And that is why somebody said they cannot change, they will not, instead of that they force for. We want them to cause that war so that we can defend. That's why I call Nigeria should be dismantled. Netanyahu, if you are listening to me, whatever you can do, we want Nigeria to be destroyed. Automatically dismantled. This place is not a country. Thank you.
Here?
Nnamdi Kanu says something. They went and kidnapped him from Kenya. Put him in. Do you know that they wanted to kill him first? They put him in a boot to set him ablaze. It's not because they see that that boy is going to cause a chaos. This man was preaching for the freedom of his people. You went to Kenya, but the terrorists told you to Jubelo, who is in Nigeria. You can't even apprehend him. You went to apprehend an innocent man, brought him down to Nigeria and persecute him, sentence him, and put him to Sokoto prison. Is it not the humiliation that the Nnamdi has to be in Sokoto prison? I feel this sad with every day. I feel the pain that Nnamdi Kanu is today. And somebody will come here and tell me that Nigeria should remain one. You put Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto prison to show that you can humiliate these people, to show that you can humiliate us. And you want me to stand and see Nigeria become a one country where if America refuses to dismantle Nigeria, God will be angry with them. If Netanyahu has to do it, Trump is too slow. Let him do it. Let him do it. And this country should be dismantled. Fulanis are evil, and they remain evil, and they are cause. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Let me talk to the Barrys. The Barrys, good evening and welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, brother.
P&P, Precious and Prince.
You don't tell us to talk P&P Company Limited.
I swear, the thing is with me. My personal person. Prince Chilaga. Happy Merry Christmas. I'm good. I just want to share two things. Okay. There's this illusion that people always believe that the military is not good to build a country or things like that. You know what's funny? I don't think most people have actually read the history of these white people, not to understand that now military then build their country. After they don't fight finish, they will come down, sit down, and agree on how to move forward. So when people keep saying military cannot build Nigeria, trust me, look around very well. What has democracy done for us as a people? Not only military, whether they like, I know most people won't like it, but
the military where we get, how you favor us down. When it be say you get mostly northerners don't rule us as military people, and you have a situation where they collect oil wells from your land, give mostly to northerners, you like them. Now,
you are right. I understand that, and if we say that,
some people will say the major landmark developments and we don't get to the Nigerian military era alone, which also corroborates your points. But then again,
yes, I'm saying no, I'm not.
That still exists. Go ahead.
I'm not putting that Nigerian military because we don't have that anymore. Our militaries are politicians. All this mining that we were talking about, this mining in the north, who are the people mining them? I don't know, just the retired generals. And they have never one day. Isn't that yesterday that Babangida finally said something about they shouldn't take a candy on them?
He said, Christopher, make you finish them. Say if they say they want to negotiate, make you finish them. In fact, make them go negotiate for heaven with God.
You sure say that thing come from in mind because he was sitting right there on that mountain in Niger State when Babangida, former president, open your eyes, see when these people enter NDA, the most sacred military place in Nigeria. This man never said anything. They enter different key places. This Babangida never said anything. Now he won't come because he want that. You see, so I just the wonder. You see, this our matter. I have a video. I suppose I'm sending that video. The real blast will go on. Forget all that nonsense in the show. Maybe that one no. Maybe I suppose I'll send it that before I even call self. But there, I don't want, get something that I get people, we get people inside matter. There's a real blast will go on the day right now. We're going to show you how they strategically with the voice. You can hear it. Not edited, nothing like all those scripted.
Do the needful now, please. Please do the name for me.
So that's the point. So that's why they listen to people. People, how do you expect America to drop bombs somewhere? There's some kid go pick some.
Did you watch the show with your brother in the afternoon?
I did. I didn't even know you had 2 shows today. Why they do me like this, sir? Precious man, you know.
I sent messages now. I sent messages.
But you just send the thing late. Before I watch the thing 3 times, so I have to go back to back. I don't feel before I watch now. After I don't post and finish, they tag me late. I don't like this matter. Me and you go fight.
Hey, sorry.
They tag me.
So the reason I asked if you watch is because I kept asking him: is it possible for the United States to gather resources, go conduct a strike, then come back without any gains? Is it possible? I know why I asked. I remember when I asked him, especially knowing that there is a likelihood they may also work together with Mossad intelligence. So is it possible that will even happen? I kept asking.
Well, don't worry. When you see the real video, you understand that, this is a different. This is not.
So it looks like they like saying that in the coming days now we'll begin hear more about what's happening.
Yes, don't believe that crap where you see some people say, no, but Nalayo, that's not the video. That I don't know, can carry some kind of metal stock when they say nobody died. Forget that nonsense. There's some things you don't take. If they want strike, if they want get everybody, they can get them. I tell you before now, say this will not go carry military go enter Nigeria when people say, they should come. No. Now strategic, the way they go even bomb the thing, you're not going to even see anybody. The war don't go far. We still there far from Nigeria. I'm sad. I'm so disappointed that this our National Assembly. Now our problem there. Prince Chilaka, they always talk now. We don't get National Assembly. That is the problem. Not the Tinubu, not even the president. It's the National Assembly. What are they? Have you seen any of them talk? Do we have people there? These people know if you can. Somebody called there, we talk say, and I believe that guy. He said the reason why they are singing on your mandate now because they know stability. I don't even know the national anthem myself. Now because they don't know the national anthem, I promise you, Precious. If you want doubt, we'll go invite somebody, one of them, and say, sir, please, can you give us just the first standard and see whether you fit tell us. Just if you invite one, if they agree to come on this show, just try them. I bet you, I don't think they know that national anthem. That's why they're singing on your mandate. I promise, I believe that guy will talk that. I say, make I hear Prince. Prince, my favorite is it. Finally, Precious. Can we do something? Can we just delegate one of these episodes for solution? You see, all these people, they call all of us, everybody calling from everywhere.
Offer solutions along the line too now. But I mean, if you want to,
no. Like a show where they say today's call. If you don't have solution, don't call. Make us see what things some people get for head. We don't wait till the year. Let's see what my own, a very simple one, though. Very simple one. My own is just one. Let every single building where they
we will pass the bill for the house. If the years have it, okay. Now voice votes.
Okay. I think you and Akpabio will get something in common.
We know my grandmom na quite bomb. You know, understand?
Okay, now I see. My personal President Chilaka, well done, my brother. Thank you so much. I love your analysis, man. Now you go in and I love it. Yeah, have compliment of the season. Precious. We will see. I don't tell you, say if I'll come down, I go come sit down for studio like Prince Day. So I go come, you get something.
Come now, make we talk. I did start your day for you anytime, any day. I feel great.
Well done. Thank you. Have a good one.
My notes to your family. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes.
All right then. All right, bye. All right. Good evening and welcome. What's your name, Sam? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Emoji Precious. Good evening. Merry Christmas.
Emoji, man of God.
Pastor Chris.
Okay. It's not the Pastor Chris Okafor.
No, you.
You get us when they call like that. Go ahead, sir.
Precious, I just want to say something, you know.
Go ahead.
Like what like I said, are they expecting America to just waste their money and throw bombs everywhere, like blindly, the way Nigerian military and police security used to do? No. I believe there's something in that Sokoto, and that's why they hit Sokoto so hard. So I believe that place is supplies or their store where they keep things or where they rate out their strategy, 100%. If you remember, this guy that had problem with Reno Mokre, he said something about Southern of Sokoto, and he said that he's not even accusing him. He just said that people should put eyes on him, then he should come and answer some questions. You know, Southern of Sokoto was once a military man, and he went to Afghanistan. I understand. Kumi was once a military man, and he can't step his foot in Saudi Arabia or wherever Buddhist Muslims are. You know, so he can only go to Turkey. You know what the Turkish government is doing to all these Kurdish and all those people that never believe in their own side. You know, so there's something in that Sokoto, and since that hit, Southern of Sokoto have never said anything. They have not said anything. But Nigerians, this is not a Nigerian war. It's not a Nigerian fight. People may be thinking that it's just Nigeria. That Islamic, this terrorist something is global now. I came back from Germany 2 weeks ago, and I was 2 weeks in Germany. I came back like a week ago, and I saw how Germans, when they do their Christmas, there's something they call finite mat, like Christmas market. They drink their glühwein, they enjoy themselves. That's the only time. After that, some days of that Christmas market, they will now go back to their home on 24th and celebrate their Christmas with their families. But this time around, they blocked everywhere. Security everywhere. They can feel that they are scared about these extremists on all those attacks. The same thing in Belgium. People that admitted in Belgium few years ago, they are now telling them that Christmas market is haram. So now coming to Nigeria issue, Nigeria, the world, the Americans and all those people that don't want anything to do with terrorism, I've now seen that Nigeria is becoming a breeding ground, and Nigeria is a big country. Forget about this thing they're telling us. Forget about this what our leaders are doing to Nigeria. Nigeria is a big country in this world. Nigeria is feeding the world, if I can use that word. You understand? But we in Nigeria and our leaders made us not to know our words. So if these people can be able to be free in Nigeria, that means the world is not safe. Especially all these why these Islamists are in government. They all have all these Islamist sympathizers. We heard this guy's video voice Pankami when he was crying that he can do it. If they don't want to do it, he can do it. So we can see Kumi now. They call him they gave him one big name as a clergy in those places. You see, so there are a lot of them hiding, and Americans have this intel in their hand. So these guys are moving around with diplomatic passport. So the world is not safe with the things that is happening in Nigeria. Look at Nigeria. Over 22 terrorist organizations are in Nigeria, operating freely, moving around, logistic, everything. You know how much it takes to fuel those bikes. They are showcasing their tanks every day. So Nigerians are thinking that this is no more Nigerian fight to destroy the terrorists. And one thing is America, there's two things America is coming for. Not only America, Netanyahu is really involved. You saw him the speech yesterday. So they are coming for two things: to eliminate the terrorists, to stop their chain, and maybe possible government change. But I don't want government change. I want separation. That's all I want to say. So Nigeria should wait for more things coming to Nigerian soil. All this sovereignty, all these mineral resources, we are not getting anything on it. Nobody, no free education anywhere, no free food, nothing, no good road, nothing, no hospital. Pressure when you come to abroad, when you live in abroad. I live in Germany now, I'm living in America now. The hospital is a very big business. with the rate of corruption in Nigeria, they cannot maintain a general hospital in Nigeria. Let me tell you the simple truth. Because all my jobs have been in the hospital environment. Understand? So I don't want the change of government. I want separation. So Hausa man can be far north, guiding his people. Yoruba man can be somewhere, guiding his own people. All these ones can be, because what they are doing now, they are planting themselves everywhere. At the end of the day, they will say, okay, you belong here. Since these people have been here, there's all those amnesty and material acquisition will come in. Let them be here. They're already here. They were born and brought up here. Let them stay here. Then they will meet me from Imo State. They will meet me with Fulani. God forbid. So the other separation, I don't want government to. Thank you, Precious.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Prince Francis, let me let you wrap up your thoughts and then lights don't come soon.
Well, I think that what has happened in Sokoto State and the fact that suddenly Nigeria is drawing attention of powerful nationals and powerful governments, our leaders need to go back to the drawing board and begin to realize that, what happens from here depends on what steps they take.
All right, sir. Okay. All right, I'd like to say a big thank you to you, sir. Thank you so much. We could just draw the curtain end and then the show go. Thank you so much, and sorry for keeping you this late. I mean, it's holiday already, so sorry.
No problem. My holiday, you don't boss me today. Congratulations.
Sorry, see you on Sunday, sir. See you on Sunday. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening, sir. Bye. All right, Nigerians, I'd like to say a big thank you to you. It's always a pleasure to discuss things concerning the growth and development of our country with you. It's always a pleasure. I love you guys and I appreciate you a big deal. And please like this post, share it, share and like it. I'll see you again tomorrow evening, God willing. And we'll have a lot to talk about tomorrow, and perhaps more of phone calls tomorrow for productive calls, just like my brother said, the Barrys, for solutions. What's the solution, the way forward? I really like to hear such conversations tomorrow. All right, I love you guys. Protect your mental health, because you need that mental health. Very, very handy, because you don't know what's coming. May God keep all of us alive. I love you. Good night and God bless you. Thank you.